Yeah.
Huh?
Say, you should totally give me a bite of that corn dog.
Okay. Bro, why did she eat it like that? Yeah, bro, this show sucks. Bottom of the barrel. Mid. Completely done before. What is the appeal? I don't get it. Never mind, I get it! No, but seriously. This show, just already on the first episode, she's already trying to get in his pants. And the only unique thing about this show is that it's set in Hokkaido, where it's snowing, and they can't do anything!
Snow. We need more snow. Can't have enough snow.
For Christ's sake, she is playing Candy Crush in the back of class. She ain't even a real gamer. Alright. Whew. Deep breaths. Alright, this show isn't that bad. I mean, the most recent episode was kind of like a step in the right direction. I just don't understand how, like, people will go out of their way to watch this. Like, there's more interesting romance shows out there. Like, I don't get it. The romance genre is borderline falling down the same route as the isekai genre, where there's only like one small change up to make a series unique. And this show is just being set in Hokkaido. The Gyaru aspect of the series isn't even like a standout. And there are a plethora of other more interesting concepts that use this character archetype. Look, I'm all for watching some hot trash. I can't get enough of it. But this show doesn't even try to go to any extremes. This shit is so boring, the main girl falls asleep after inviting the wet paper towel of a main character over her house. I don't even know if this is intentional, but the main girl, Fuyuki, doesn't even seem bothered to be in her own show. She just constantly has this look like she's spacing out and just not interested. She loves staring.
Does blonde girl even want him? This is a whole
Dude,
woman.
it's like she's not even a real human being next one. Aside from the Chad grandma, the only other character that really is like catching my interest now is the new girl that got introduced.
I mean,
she's just like me! Wait, I can actually relate to a character in the show? What? Hyperhidrosis is a real thing, Gabe. It affects hundreds.
I know what it is, bruh. I've had to deal with it through you thousands of times. Never shaking your hand again.
You don't like my sweaty dap-ups, bro?
No. Slippery, slimy dap-ups.
There's usually a spectrum with these types of shows for the MC. You know, you have the extremes. You have Kazuya on one end, who's the most limp dick, pathetic MC of all time. But it's a fun burning dumpster fire. Then you have Rentaro from 100 Girlfriends, who can appease anyone, is the biggest Chad of all time. I mean, both are equally entertaining, just drastically different. But like, God, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, the main character of this show. He's so forgettable, I forgot to even put him on the spectrum. Now, I've noticed that shows like this start to speedrun the interactions as quick as humanly possible. But this has to be the most unnatural meeting between the two main characters I've seen. The second she gets word that our main boy is from Tokyo, she's just completely over him. She wants his riches. I mean, they literally meet at a bus stop. He asks for directions and she's just like infatuated with him, like immediately for no reason. And oh my god, I just can't get over the setting. I'm not completely oblivious to the fact that this is a preference of mine, but I just don't like snow aesthetic or winter or anything to deal with the cold. And like, why in God's name would you want to move here? There's nothing to do. Nothing happens in the show. They already went skiing by the 3rd episode. I get moving to a suburban area, but the snow already forced the author into scraping for fun situations. They go to the most pathetic excuse of a festival I've ever seen. They leave after like 2 minutes because they're already out of content to do. So they just roll around and do sexual innuendos for the second half of the show. There's just not enough absurdity to make the jokes feel satirical in any shape or form. Now, I know there aren't many episodes out yet. There are only 3, but, you know, I mean, it's still a good first impression to judge what a show has to offer in any given season. I think in a show like this, where the setting is very much in the background of the show, the character interactions have to carry really hard to keep it interesting. Did you hear that he was gooning in the back of class? What? Gooning? That must be a Hokkaido term. I'm sorry, but what's gooning? Well, it's when you... Wait, you really don't know? I mean, he's so adorable. Doesn't know what gooning is. Basically, it's when a Sigma and Kaisa Nat love each other very much. They don't know this, but I'm on my mewing streak right now and I cannot break it. And that's basically it! So yeah, I hope you know now. I'm still confused. Winter 2024 has been kind of a small start to the year of anime, and in all honesty, I'm kind of completely fine with that. I can finally get caught up on my backlog, as last year was insane with the amount of new shows it was taking on. For any of you that care, I'm currently watching through Urasawa's Monster, and I'm already more interested in it than the world of Pluto, which I also just recently finished. There are a few good standouts this season I'm watching, like obviously continuing Frieren, but Delicious in Dungeon is really good so far. Solo Leveling has broken the internet, so that is like the one big thing this season. But yeah, like I said, with seasonal anime, you hardly ever get a break to go back and watch some older stuff that you've been longing to see. I mean, there's just so much content in the anime space, so a breather like this is super nice. And that brings me back to my main point of why the show even really exists. It's crazy to me that anything could seemingly get a production and just get an anime adaptation, because did this manga even perform really well? I mean, I literally haven't even heard of it until it just came out. I was like, oh, Gyaru, I'll watch it. I don't know, maybe I'm just being a hater. At least the opening is a banger, and I got something to add to my playlist out of it. But I mean, I will continue to watch it, because like I said, this has been a lighter season for me, so usually in any other season I would probably just drop it. But I'll keep it, I'll stick with it, because, you know, like I said, this 3rd episode was definitely a step in a right direction. But yeah, this is just a smaller video in the meantime while I plan out my next one. I want to mix in something less planned out, something more off script, where I could just mess with some skits and do some live reactions and get a recording going, see how that worked. Definitely had a lot of fun just kind of bashing in on something. But I do plan to maybe stick with trying to do some updates on some seasonal stuff of things I'm really into, things that are not so good, some hot trash, and just kind of do maybe a roundup of everything I'm watching in any given season. I don't know, I'll have to see. So yeah, my next one will be another analytical piece on something that I love, so stay tuned for that. See ya.